5 city schools making the CIF playoffs in 2018. Now, 4 of them played each other on Friday night, with the San Diego Cavers and Lincoln Hornets walking away with the championships. Now there can be a third as Morse takes on Central in D3. But first, let's focus with the D1 final between Helix and Saints. Helix and Saints matching up for the second time in 3 years in a championship game. 2016, they faced each other in the Open Division finals. And, of course, Helix was the winner. The first half dominated by Newcomer of the Year nominee Lelian Noah. After a touchdown run called back, he still has this big scamper to put Helix on. And Robbie Owens gives the pigskin on the fly sweep, and that's your only score of the first half. But the Saints finally go marching in the third quarter, back-to-back passes. Angelo Peraza to Tyson McWilliams, putting the Saints in the red zone, where Byron Cardwell cuts the lead right there. Now, with the pylon to 7-6 Helix on the next Saints drive, as Peraza rolling to his left, and Sam Scaife making yet another play of the week catch to take the lead. Saints go for 2, and this time Peraza keeps it on the option fake. That would make it 14-7. St. Augustine, fourth quarter now, and it's Delshawn Trailer getting the Scotties back into the run option. He'll sky over the pylon. We're tied at 14 with 8 minutes to go. Helix has a shot to win with time running out, but on fourth down is stuffed by Michael Ambagshira, host of Saints. This one going to overtime, and both teams trading touchdowns in the first OT. Byron Caldwell runs it in the first possession. Helix responds by Trailer pitching it to Timmy Christopher, who throws it to Chris Rivera, and they make the extra point. So they go running into the kicker. Look at that. That might be play of the week right there for sure. And then they get the roughing the kicker. So what do? You say, hey, I'm on the 1 yard line. Instead of going for the tie, we go for the win. And Jose Martinez gets the big fumble right there. And that's how this one ends. Helix fumbles away the championship. Saints take it home. The finalists won 21-20.
Well, we wanted to get the Helix monkey off our back. In 2015, the Open Division title game, they beat us 44-30, and then they beat us again in the regular season. So our mindset was just correct the mistakes. Believe that you can beat these guys, and our kids did, man. We worked really hard all week. We watched the first Helix game about 20 times as a staff. Players probably watched it even more.
We played them in week 5, and we came out okay. We lost 35-14, and then that just fueled us coming into this game. We didn't want to have that feeling no more. And our coaches were telling us, just got to come in this game, play hard, and play for your brothers, and came out with a win.
I don't like looking at the field, so I was looking at the crowd, and seeing them go up had to have been the happiest moment of my life. Oh, that was awesome.
We're never going to challenge away from a challenge, and our coaching staff, everybody kind of wanted to go for it there. We got the penalty, so we figured we could get 1.5 yards. You know, at the end of the day, it was a great football game, and we just came up a little bit short. And as I told the guys, you know, 1.5 yards has got to be a motivator for our young guys, and our older guys just got to learn from this experience and the season and everything that we went through.
All right, how about the D3 championship? Morse going for their first title since Coach Shaq from Shaq's Pigpen was on the sidelines in 1992 as they take on the undefeated Central Spartans. After a long drive, Morse gets the first score of the ballgame, courtesy Isaiah Thompson. The Tigers also showing strength on defense. Pressure from Andre Smith, forcing the fumble recovered by Michael Wright. Next possession by Central, and the pass is picked off by Devin Brown, and he'll take it all the way for the score, 16-0. Morse leads it, but Central, they didn't drive that 114 miles to come up empty. Danilo Asuna going to the Campbell for the touchdown. The all-league receiver would strike once more. Campbell with a great catch for the touchdown late in the second, but Morse has a 2-point lead at the half. The momentum shifts after the break thanks to the Tigers' defense. Interceptions by one Shiloh Logan. And the aforementioned Michael Wright keep the Spartans at bay, while Isaiah Thompson scores from close range once again, 22-16 after 3. And it stays that way through 4 thanks to this big tackle by Cavassier Irby on fourth down. I'm guessing really the March out. You'll hear from him later in the show. Morse wins the D3 title, the final 22-16.
Making sure that I ran hard. I just had to run hard. They knew that we was gonna run the ball a lot. We knew we was gonna run the ball a lot, so we just gotta run hard. Run harder than they tackle, I guess.
Gratitude for all my years of coaching. Been doing this since like 30 years, It's my first championship, so it feels real good. For my brother's school, which is Lincoln, me and David Dunn are best friends. His son's my godson. Coach James is my nephew. So for San Diego High, Morris, and Lincoln to all win together, it's going to be a great party this weekend.
Wishbone Brawl taking place at Goat Hill Park in Oceanside. Best ball match, which requires the players to use only persimmon woods off the tee on the par 65 course this year, featuring Poway High grad Charlie Hoffman teamed up with Scripps Ranch and SDSU alumnus Xander Schauffele. They face Canadian Mike Weir, who teams up with Dean the Dragon Wilson. The crowd ending up getting some good golf, but it's the Canadian and Hawaiian Weir and Wilson beating San Diego's Hoffman and Schauffele 2-1. But the thing is this benefits a lot of charities.
I've raised some money for my foundation, North County Junior Golf, and it's just about to have fun and get people get up close, hit some persimmon woods like the old days. I grew up hitting them. I'm sure Xander really didn't hit them much as a kid, but you know, this is just a lot of fun. John Ashworth has a great vision. It's great to see the community rally behind him and support this.
I haven't used them since last year, so it's definitely had an interesting time warming up with them on the range just right now. But yeah, I mean, if you look at it, it's much smaller. It's not forgiving. A couple screws on it. A little wound furrow here, steel shaft. I mean, it's pretty much everything you can do is different. Even the grip is a little older, so it's a lot of fun, and I think it's a really cool thing to do here.
Well, Hall of Fame jockey Gary Stevens calling it a career. The 55-year-old was injured in the post parade earlier in this season after a race, and his hand went numb. After doctors looked at it, they said he has a spinal injury where the C4 vertebrae is pushing up against the nerve in his neck. Another fall, and his condition could become much, much worse. This is the second time Stevens has retired. He retired back in 1999, only to come back and win 9 more races from the Triple Crown.
My career really took off here at Del Mar with the horse named Tsunami Slew back in the day, and the Eddie Reed for a great friend of mine, Eddie Gregson, and just a lot of great memories here. But to have this happen at this time of year, Thanksgiving, I'm truly thankful.